Welcome back, boys and some girls. A few days ago I released a video about a demo for the game Lost Skies. Very cool, interesting upcoming game. And when I played the game, I mentioned to you that I'm going to try to find a way to play the game without a time limit. And I did it. I now have 23 hours in the game, and as I played more, I think I'm ready, have a good grip on the game, and I'm ready to give you my second impressions. I don't want to do first impressions really, because I found it as you play longer in the game, you find more important things to the game. Lost Skies is an open world crafting game set on floating islands. The game nails pretty much the cool atmosphere with very beautiful but sometimes repetitive visuals. I really hope that this is just a demo thing, because the trailer shows more varied environments, which makes me a bit less worried. There is some kind of a story here, but honestly I didn't pay much attention to it. You wake up from pod and from there on it's just all about crafting. The game definitely gives me some Raft vibes, not so much in the graphics, but in the feeling of navigating your ship. Before you even get your first ship, you need to follow a tutorial that doesn't really seem to end. It just keeps going deeper and deeper into the game, and also gives you more actions that you need to do. And just like any other crafting game, you begin by collecting random branches on the ground and some stones and some random weeds, and you work up your way from there. Eventually you will be mining minerals in a very unique way, not necessarily a positive one, but a unique one nonetheless. You will take the minerals that you got into a furnace, melt it, and beginning it's gonna be on the island, and slowly later on you move to making a more mobile one on your ship to burn materials on the go, which basically turns your ship into your home. Your ship is very central to the game. You start with a very basic ship, but as you unlock higher tier technologies, your ship gets more and more complex. The key is the dock that you built. The better the dock, the bigger and more advanced your ship can actually get. You will unlock new technologies by collecting data from island terminals. These terminals are just scattered all around the island, just different islands. I also found multiple on a single island, which is pretty cool, I guess. And to get them, you will need to solve simple puzzle. Not always, sometimes you may find them just laying around on top of the island. The tech tree isn't a shopping list. You need to use your points to advance into higher tiers. And the demo is very limited, so I can't really check all the higher tier ones, and also they physically say it's not in the demo. I only got all the basics one unlocked, and I explored all the islands a few times to make sure there are no more terminals left. And oh, if you also start a new world, then you can solve all the puzzles again, and you also get the same character with the same technologies unlocked, but the terminals are already going to be empty in the new world that you made, so you can't like farm technologies this way. Now let's talk about features. What can you do in the game? One feature that stands out very much is gliding. It's super useful, especially when you pair it up with the grappling hook. Later on you can unlock a wingsuit for even longer gliding distances, but the controls are a bit different, so there's gonna be some kind of a learning curve. As I hinted before, you also get tools to mine and cut wood. Both of them are very unique to use, but I would say mining is a bit more cool, at least in my opinion, because minerals are sort of a living thing in this world, it seems at least. They can regrow from the same stone that you mine them from. I won't really explain to you the process, but just know that it's very unique, and you can also spawn some mobs while you're mining. Next, let's talk about weapons. Surprisingly, you get quite a lot of them. I didn't expect this game to be such a shooter. The combat itself is pretty boring, but the variety of guns is surprising. From pistols to rifles to shotguns, you even get cannons on your ship. It's all pretty cool and easy to use. I want to quickly mention food. There are a lot of foods that you can cook and even eat raw. They only give you some kind of a buff, mostly recovering your HP, but are not really necessary from what I saw. The only times I was even getting close to dying, and I really was dying, was due to the game freezing or me making a mistake and running into 3 turrets and a drone spawner. Both the situations are things that items can't really help with. It's just better to use bandages. The final feature I want to talk about is your ship. You can make it quite detailed and also spend a lot of time upgrading it. The game even lets you sculpture the angles and the corner for each one of the panels, though it is quite strange and unresponsive at times. You are required to have some basic things like a core and a helm, but from then on it's pretty much up to you. You can choose to not have any sails, and the game will actually allow you to sail away, though it will be extremely slow without any of them. The devs even thought about giving you an alien beam below your ship to instantly teleport you from below inside your ship. So make sure you actually park your ship normally on an island, but even if you didn't, you could just glide over or swing over into the beam and then press E to go into the ship. You can tell this game is heavily in production. There are a lot of technical problems that I had to deal with as my playtime increased. I had a few crashes and plenty of freezes. Basically every time the game autosaves, I was frozen for like 5 to 10 seconds. And then when I was going near the pod houses, the place you start at, I had constant FPS drops to around maybe 20 FPS, then jump back to max and repeat every few seconds. Just so you know, I played on a 3080 and on mid settings. So to summarize, this game is a lot of fun. The movement, especially when you RP as Spider-Man, just tons of fun. There are a variety of features that make this game unique, again for better or for worse, but you can expect to also find some of the basics from any other survival crafting game. There are some things that need improvement for quality of life that I find a must in games like this. For example, a button to start your inventory, crafting from storage, click to transfer your items from your inventory to the chest instead of having to drag them, and opening your sails from the helm or your wings or whatever instead of having to manually go to each one and mess with it. For now, this game is TBA, to be announced. There is no date in the horizon. And also something you should know probably is that this game used to be sort of a multiplayer game that is now mostly a PvE with co-op. Very similar treatment to Wayfinder if you remember that game. Same method from what I understand, turning the game into a single player to actually allow it to live longer. Personally, I didn't really like the results of Wayfinder, so I can understand people who are annoyed with this kind of a change, but it is what it is. I will wait for the full game to do a proper playthrough as I'm already stuck on a flying whale and my ship is away from me, so I can't really progress in the demo even if I wanted to. But that's gonna be it. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, thank you. If you didn't, let me know why so I can improve. Besides that, keep us safe. See you next one. Bye bye.